What if I told you that you could face insults, hardship, and just all the tough stuff life throws at you? Not with anger, but with this kind of unshakable inner strength. Well, today, we're diving into an incredible ancient text, the Maharatna Kutta Sutra, to uncover exactly that, the wisdom of turning challenges into a source of real power. So let's start with the question that, let's be honest, we've all struggled with. When someone says something harsh, when they insult you, how do you not get angry? You know that feeling, right? That immediate, white-hot sting of their words. In that split second, keeping your cool can feel just about impossible.
Yeah, the sting of an insult is definitely real. But this ancient text warns us that the real danger isn't the insult itself, it's our reaction to it. Anger isn't just a fleeting bad mood. The sutra sees it as this incredibly destructive force that traps us in a cycle of negativity, causing suffering for us and pretty much everyone around us.
So what's the antidote? The sutra gives us this powerful concept called Kshanti Paramita, or the perfection of forbearance. Now this is crucial. This is not about passively gritting your teeth and just enduring pain. Not at all. It's an active, powerful practice. It's about cultivating a deep inner strength and a clarity that just cannot be shaken. It's like a spiritual superpower. In fact, the sutra uses this amazing metaphor to explain it. It says that practicing forbearance is like putting on a suit of armor. And his armor doesn't just block insults coming from the outside. Its real job is to protect our own best qualities, our kindness, our wisdom, our compassion, from being burned up by the fire of our own anger.
And you know, the Buddha had a surprisingly practical, almost blunt take on all this. He basically said that insults and slander are some of the easiest things you're ever going to encounter in this world. And while that might sound a little pessimistic, there's profound wisdom in it. If we know they're inevitable, if we just expect them, we can stop being so shocked and hurt, and we can start preparing our minds.
Okay, so if we know the storm is coming, how do we build the shelter? This is where it gets really good. The sutra gives us the Buddha's own mental playbook, a practical, step-by-step guide that he himself used on his path to enlightenment.
And to show you the sheer power of this mind training, the sutra shares this absolutely mind-boggling story. The Buddha recalls a past life where he was followed and viciously insulted by 500 demons for 500 years straight. Can you even imagine? And yet, in all that time, he never allowed a single thought of hatred to take root in his mind. That's the potential we're talking about here.
So how on earth did he do it? Well, the text breaks down his mental process into 4 steps. First, he generated compassion. He saw the person insulting him not as an enemy, but as someone trapped by their own pain. Second, he remembered his higher purpose, his vow to help all beings, and he realized that anger just gets in the way of that. Third, he looked inward and learned to tell the difference between the powerful lion's roar of his core aspiration and the weak, whimpering jackal's cry of reactive anger. And finally, he just completely let go of that worldly logic of an eye for an eye.
But here's where the practice gets even deeper. It doesn't just stop at managing anger. The sutra points to a much more profound wisdom that goes way beyond simple tolerance or just biting your tongue.
You see, the sutra explains there are 2 levels to this. There's worldly forbearance, which is based on a strong sense of, I am enduring what they are doing to me. But the real goal is ultimate forbearance. This is a radical shift in perspective where you start to see that the me who feels hurt, the them who is doing the hurting, and even the insult itself aren't nearly as solid as they seem.
How is that even possible? Well, think of an insult like an echo in a canyon. You hear it, it seems real for a moment, but you can't grab it. You can't hold on to it. It has no real substance. From this ultimate perspective, if you can't grasp onto the insult, it literally has no power to harm you. It just arises, and then it fades away.
So, what's the big payoff for all this work? What's the ultimate result of cultivating this mental armor and developing this power of a truly unshakable mind?
The sutra lists these incredible benefits that just ripple through your entire being. This practice doesn't just get rid of resentment, it actively protects all of your good qualities. It becomes the very foundation for every other enlightened virtue. And get this, the text even says this inner peace starts to manifest outwardly, leading to a more dignified appearance and a clearer, more pleasant speaking voice, because your whole system is finally free from the constant stress of anger.
So, all of this ancient wisdom really leaves us with a very direct, very personal challenge. The next time you're faced with harsh words, the next time a difficult situation arises, you have these tools. They're available to you. The only question is, What will your mind choose?